dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said,
hello everybody, welcome to Handmade. Back again and winning, here we are. Julie and the team make it so easy to present our products to sell to you. We're very proud Canberrans and we're very proud to be part of the handmade markets. So of course, in our flavour range, we do a whole bunch of different flavours. Of course, as usual, vanilla is our most popular seller. My personal favourite is our pistachio, and we use fresh Australian pistachio nuts. We blend it with a little bit of sugar, not too much, with some ricotta, a little bit of white chocolate, and pipe it into our fresh cannolis. That is also, we also have an unusual flavour, which is a savoury cannoli. And that is done with rare roast beef, fresh wasabi that we bring in from farmers in Tasmania, which we blend carefully with mascarpone and chives and put into a savoury shell, and it is an absolute delight. It does upset some Italians, but it's a winner.
Hi, my name's Mona. I'm from River Timber Designs. I'm a female woodworker and a resin artist. So all my pieces that I make are all one of a kind. For me, it's really important in the handmade community to have one-off pieces. I think that's the charm of something that's handmade. I work only with Australian timbers, so I source all my own wood locally, normally up in Brisbane, where I'm based. And I work mainly with live edge timber, so I try and highlight the natural form of the wood, and then I combine it with resin to add a little bit of color and kind of tell a story through the color. So my ever first handmade market was in December 2019, and it just blew me away. It's so well curated. All the stall holders here are amazing, so friendly and so talented, and it made me want to come back. And then we went into lockdown. So then I attended all the online markets, and the support from the handmade community is amazing. It kept me going through COVID. And then I was able to come back in March for the first one since lockdown. And this is my third one, and I hope to be back for many more. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that you have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too.
My name is Tracy Nyatanza. I'm the founder and the owner of The Perfect Dawn. So The Perfect Dawn, we make African printed head wraps and few other accessories, earrings, wired head wraps. Because we have met different people from different walks of life, it's something that has inspired us to just bring something that is authentic, that connects me also to where I was born and where I come from. And just even seeing the response as well, since we've been here at Handmade, it's just pushed us to just provide things that are unique more and more and more. I grew up wearing head wraps. This is, from where I come from, it's a showcase for culture, it's a showcase of beauty. Colors, it's part of the celebration in everything that we do. So each time I meet people coming to the store, I just feel like I'm sharing something that is in me, that I grew up doing. It connects me to where I was born and where I come from. And I just think Australia is very diverse as well. And being diverse has also created a platform for us to showcase the beautiful colors. I'll be lying to you if I say I even imagined the response that we get from people when we started. When I started coming to Handmade, this is not the first time. It's actually the fourth time I've been to Handmade markets. And obviously with COVID, it just affected a lot because we could not come and give that face-to-face value which comes with the business, because people love to come, touch, feel the product, see it. We are so happy to be back after 2 years. And I think from my own point of view, handmade allows us to showcase different strengths, colors, personalities, just the beauty of our talents and our gifts. Apart from the skills themselves, I think just the attitude that comes with this whole branding as handmade, it just helps us as well as small business to come up. And particularly the Perfect Dawn, we have been given an opportunity to showcase our unique prints, our unique products. It's been such a good thing. And I would say since I started coming to handmade, I've met different people, different makers as well. Because it's not only that we come here as a business to just meet our only customers. It's sort of become like a big family. It's beyond being a customer. You create a little community for yourself. So for handmade, I think I would talk the whole day to just tell you what this has done for me. It just created a whole new family for me, which has been great, because when you sit down and you're making the product, it's beyond that purpose, isn't it? Because you have that understanding that this is just not going to be a product that's going to be used, but they're going to understand that it was made by someone I know, you know, which just even helps in understanding where things are coming from, how they're done and how they're being made. Yes, it's been fulfilling.
We're from the Mornington Peninsula, our original spirit coat, and we make our gin fusion range. It's our classic dry gin that we then infuse with real fruit and real ingredients for a really full flavoured gin. What's really special about this is the way that we make it. We buy kilos and kilos of rhubarb from our community, our farm around the corner. We then make our own juice with juicy fresh Queensland ginger to make our gin fusion. We love coming to Handmade Canberra to be amongst all the amazing makers. The quality is outstanding and the market community is wonderful. So our classic dry gin is the base for everything that we do. It is a beautiful gin. Our distiller Christoph uses only the best quality ingredients such as coriander grown in the Kimberley region in Australia. Everything we source we do as sustainably as possible. He is a perfectionist and a stickler for great quality. So the care that is taken in producing this gin is amazing. As I said, it's the basis for all our gins. We barrel age it, we infuse it with real fruit and real ingredients to create a taste like nothing else. So as soon as someone sees our product and tastes it, they say, wow.
Joe here, floating around behind us, went to America and had some caramel apples. It's a North American treat. It's something they sell at like fairs and markets and things like that. It's not common here at all. Most people are very used to toffee apple. So this is a caramel apple, so it's soft, chewy, and rich and gorgeous. So here at Handmade, we actually make them on the spot, which is amazing. We do have other ones that have like chocolate work and things like that. However, they're not warm, but they are special because each one has like a different like flavor. And we've just kind of expanded on the caramel, and each one just is slightly different and more exciting than the other.
Bonjour, I'm Nathalie Geets from Violet and Gold. We are the first in Australia to handcraft an entire range of Australian native botanical syrup mixers. We really wanted to celebrate Australian natives in a product that is very versatile and can be used either for your non-alcoholic drinks, your cocktails, as well as your desserts. Everything is handcrafted in small batches in Sydney from 100% Australian ingredients and Australian native botanicals that we source from reputable sources and indigenous Australians when we can. So that's our first time at Handmade Canberra, and we love to be part of that amazing community of people, creative and makers. And it's a great opportunity for us to showcase our product to a new audience here in Canberra.
Hey, my name's Brooke from Nikki and Lou. I make bags, homewares and accessories. I like to use natural fibres and linen and screen printed fabric. I also hand dye, shibori hand dye some of our fabric as well. and I'm just inspired by useful, beautiful and practical things. Our most popular are probably our bags. We've got our project bag, which is an awesome bag for crafters, for knitters and for makers, so it can hold your wool or hold your project that you're sewing. We've also got tote bags that are really popular, and probably some of our fabric buckets for storing things like plants, but also for your wool, your cottons, your craft supplies. I love being at the handmade markets because you get to meet your customers face to face and really talk to them about your products and find out what they like and what they need, and you can kind of tailor things to their needs. It's also great to meet other makers and to really connect with that community at the markets.
Hi, I'm Sue Dyde. I do this contemporary artworks. My inspiration mainly comes from the ocean and nature. I just love creating. I've only started later in life. I'm self-taught, and I love doing the Canberra Handmade Market because it's such beautiful people and quality designers here at Handmade, and I love being part of it. A lot of my work is inspired from the ocean, and it looks like drone shots, people have told me, and the colours of the ocean and the textures and that sort of thing. So I use a lot of mixed media in my artwork, and it's all finished with an oil-based lacquer, acrylic paints, and often gold leafing and copper leafing, so it just enhances the painting. One of my greatest joys is actually selling a product like my artwork to the people and seeing that in their home. They work their design and they decor around my artwork, which is fantastic, and it's just such a joy to see them in their homes.
We started in 2008 with the idea that we would start a market for people who created their own product, which is where the name Handmade came from. We started at Albert Hall and we had 35 stalls and about 2,000 customers. Now we're currently 14 years later and we have 4 markets a year. We have anywhere between 240 to 250 stalls, and we can have up to about 35,000 customers at a Christmas market, which is over 3 days. So I think the market has a really important role in tourism and bringing people to Canberra. So we have up to that 240, 250 stalls, but 60% of those will come from interstate. So they'll come and stay, bring their families. But then between that sort of 20 to 35,000 customers, approximately 50% of those travel as well. So yeah, I think it plays a really important role in bringing people to Canberra. They come, they stay for a couple of days, they spend at the markets, but then they go to the restaurants and they stay at the hotels and they pay the fuel. We contribute quite well. The last time we did the economic impact for Canberra, we were contributing $20 million a year to the Canberra economy. My main favourite thing is just being able to see people with a small business, a creative small business, being able to sell their product, but so successfully. So being able to sell it to people who really love it. Back years and years and years ago when I was a stall holder at different markets, there was nowhere else to sell. And certainly no events of this size. So I'm really pleased to be able to support so many small businesses.